Hello everyone, welcome to this commentated replay between me and Soul's Keeper. Let's start. I am in the bottom right corner with the purple beast, and Souls is in the top left corner with the teal beasts. And it's a beast versus beast round on the map Inner Sanctum. Let's speed this up a bit. I go fast eco, in which I immediately go for an expo after making 5 minions in the stronghold, while he, I suppose, goes for a balance strat. Use the expo. Now I make a stable first, then save enough for the barracks arena. He's scouting early, and of course he'll find me first, making the first Boron. He tries to attack the minion creating the arena, but the Boron backs him off. He's creating the totem, and then goes for an expo a tiny bit later than me. Of course I scout him here and I see the expo, but the minion dies to the totem, making the goblin hut after making one warrior. And I also go for the totem, just in case he tries to rush me. Making more minions at the expo and at the main base, making a dark altar to advance to trolls and revive altar. He transferred his minions a bit late. Has no warriors. I have one warrior, sending this goblin to scout his natural third expo. More Borons and more goblins, making extra minions at my second expo, so I can make an expo at my third and then transfer them there. Bestiary, another arena, and here's the revive altar to get the superior boomerang. First troll, a bit spy block for a little there. Gets a harpy. First witch. Still have getting the first damage upgrade. Have my first troll, making the second. And I try to do a mid-game rush here. He will see this troll with this harpy, and will of course try to camp it to see where it's going, so I just pause it for a bit. And I make a totem at my third expo just in case he tries to attack something there. And a little bit of harassment here. I destroyed this totem, this arena. And of course he gets warlocks before me, and he probably already has poison fog. Yeah. So I can't push this anymore due to the warlock with the poison fog. Since I'm getting warlocks a bit late, getting a wyvern for harassment first. Should have gotten a warlock first, of course. Third troll, more warriors, more goblins, sending this wyvern out to harass him. And now I'm making warlocks. Third stable, more production buildings. Totem here just in case he tries to harass this. Okay, it's 3 bases versus 3 bases. He gets his third a bit later than me. Tries to attack here. Okay, does a poison fog here, but since there's 2 totems, this warlock is very low now. Okay, I don't see these warlocks for a bit. And he tries to rush here, but of course it fails. We had the same upgrades, but I had more goblin riders, and of course more splash damage, and this warlock just dies here. Okay, he's getting a 4th base. Okay, this stronghold is a bit off center. This is interesting. And of course, engagements here in the middle. Warlocks are pretty annoying. Okay, I'm getting my fourth base right here. No gems here, but beasts require more gold than gems, of course. Okay, a little bit of engagement here. More poison fogs. Of course, he's quite far behind in population. Okay, he's here. And I didn't notice my warriors rushing there, and I lost all my warlocks here. Uh, Making more warlocks. Of course, most of my army dies here, except for these trolls. Since they're in stone form, they don't take much damage. Getting a fourth expo, and remaking my army here. I don't notice these two trolls in stone form here, but I just recall them later. Try some wyvern harassment here, but I had the totems. Okay, more production buildings at the second expo. Warlocks, which is a basic beast army comp. More warriors and warlocks. Goblins, of course, getting damage upgrades for the trolls. And have 2-1 upgrades. Well, he has 1-1 upgrade. Where's he have one? 4 working bases. I mean, now he's making this one, so that would bring him up to 5, while I have only 3. Of course, I have extra minions here. I just send them here later on. Okay, and a little engagement here. Of course, I try to make one here, but he has this wyvern. And battle here. Of course, I see this expo. And I also scout this. Sacrifice some warriors. A warlock with poison fog. Sacrifice another warrior. These riders here. Yeah, he just kills my scout here. I don't think I noticed this base. Okay. These poison fogs just kill most of my goblin riders. And these totems as well. Of course, now he gets ogres, so I will have to pull back here. Small harassment here. Kills many minions here, but I just send my harpies. Armor upgrade. Getting armor upgrade because I'm gonna get ogres soon. Now he has 2-1 upgrades and 1 upgrade for the damage, while I have 2-2 and 3-1 upgrades. So I'm far ahead in upgrades for now. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 working bases, while I have 1, 2, 3, and 4. Getting more goblin riders and trolls. He attacks here with all these ogres. Of course, since I don't have any good tanks in my army, I can't really push against these ogres. Of course, I'm getting ogres now. More ogres. Kill this harpy. I see these warlocks. But of course, they just cast poison fog and run away. I can't really do anything. Guardian room. I'll make another here. Getting more armor upgrades. Now I have 3-2 for the ogres and trolls. Well, he has a 2-0 for the ogres and trolls and 2-2 on the others. Well, I have 3-3 on the others. So yeah, very far ahead in damage. Take a lot of damage from the poison fogs here. Of course, I see these striders, and I can just kill them. It's poison fogs. Okay, ogre here, making more ogres. Okay, poison fog. I don't think he has warlocks here, so I have them. So yeah, just because of the poison splash damage from the poison fog, splash damage from the trolls and goblin rider just melt his army. So many minions on gens here for some reason. Don't know what his plan is here. I run out of supply here, so don't notice that for a while actually. Warlocks and has Gorons. Let's kill this troll. Harpies here. Try to attack here, but I notice his warlocks. Of course, he's gonna lose 2 of them. More goblin riders. I think I have max upgrades for all my units. Yeah. These poison fogs just kill all my goblins. These ogres die. Casting more poison fog. More warlocks. Okay, getting more goblin riders. An expo here. Okay. And I make a ton of more production buildings here, including 2 more stables. I'm getting more warlocks and more witches, more ogres. Just keeping his units in the poison fogs. These ogres come, but they just get targeted down by the trolls. Poison fogs on these trolls. Warlocks casting poison fog. Okay. It's exposed on. Getting rain of fire now. I don't think he had rain of fire. Getting more berserkers and ogres. He still has only 1-0 upgrades on his trolls while I have max, and because most of my trolls are have many more kills than his, they have bonus damage from the levels. Transfers all the gold mining minions to wood here. Of course, now I have the expo advantage, so I have 2 working, and while he has 2, but this one's about to run out, he still has many minions on gems here for some reason. Guess he doesn't notice them. Getting more trolls here. Still no upgrades. Scouting with the harpies. Okay, now he's coming out to cast poison fog. Tries to get this, but I just kill him here. Still has many on gems here. Kill this expo. He tries to attack from behind, but I notice with this harpy. Transfer some minions here. Poison fog. And I lose all my ogres and berserkers to the poison fogs and the trolls here. Of course, these warlocks just get targeted down by his trolls, but they cast pretty good poison fogs, and most of his army is pretty damaged, and all his warlocks will die in this poison fog. Yeah. Of course, he kills my goblin riders, but I have more upgrades on my trolls, so he can't really do much, and I also have more trolls. These trolls here are not doing anything. Warlocks, they die. I kill the last of his trolls here. I'm getting more warlocks and more ogres. I lost all my goblin riders, so I'm at a supply blocked. He's making more stables here. Of course, by now I have just such a big advantage that the game is just lost for him. Lose so many trolls here with his poison fogs, but I'm getting battle cry, so I can just regenerate the HP of my units without having to sacrifice. Of course, this base will just die to all of these. I'm getting more trolls, more ogres, goblin riders, and warlocks and witches. Now I attack here. Keep these harpies here to scout. Sending these minions to build base in a new base. And this base will also just die, of course. A poison fog on the minions. They will just die. I can leave. It's making lizard fortresses here, getting warlocks. Lizard keep. Sending my ogres to kill this base while the rest of my army goes here. Of course, his poison fogs here will be very annoying. Since he can just cast them and run away, I try to flank with my warlocks. And I cast Rain of Fire here. So yes, now it's just GG's. So many Borons. What the hell? Yes, it's just GG's. So of course, I had more buildings, building score, of course, all from destroying most of his. He only destroyed 4 of mine. I had a major research advantage, of course. He had like 1-0 upgrade for like the whole game while I got max upgrades. He had a large army at one point. Almost more than 1,000 produced in total. And of course more kills, more deaths, more XP gained. The resources were almost the same. He has more wood harvested because he just had like 15 minions on wood at late game. So yeah, that's about it. See ya.